susunod na programa ay rated G. Ito ay pwede sa lahat ng manonood.
System 1 loaded.
Magandang umaga, Pilipinas. Ako si Julius Bago.
Ako naman, si Ted Bailo. At ako, si Karen Davila.
Mga nagbabagang balita, di mai.
Pulsisoy at tatalaman.
Ito ang
TV Control.
Isang lugar sa Malabon kung saan aalamin ni Ted Filon ang kalagayan ng kapaligiran sa barangay Baritan. Ted Filon, pasok!
Good morning everyone, my name is Ted Bailon and I'm going to interview our senior citizen, a resident from Barangay Baritan, Malabon City. Let's go inside. Sir? Sir?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Anything I can do for you?
Yes, sir. Sir, can I have your permission to conduct an interview about ecosystem?
Yes, by all means.
Yes, sir.
Come on, let's dance. Yes. What about ecosystem?
Sir, I'm just going to ask about about the condition of the place 20 years ago.
Well, before I go to answer your question, may I introduce myself first before?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm Mr. Rodolfo de la Peña, 62 years of age, and a resident of number 34 Javier 2, Malabon City here. Thank you. Okay, what more?
Okay, sir. I'm just going to ask you a few questions about ecosystems.
Okay.
Sir, what is the condition of the place 20 years ago?
Well, if I recall, as I said, the place we're living here, it is Javier 2, Malabon, Baritan, Malabon, and we were living here more than 60 years. If I recall that day, 20 years ago, I might say that the place 20 years ago, well, it is quite peaceful, with kind and generous neighbors and friends. And also, I still remember the grass pool, backyards, which we used to play on. And I enjoy climbing the fruit-bearing trees like guava, santol, chico, and many others. Well, it's nice to remember that day. But in spite of that, I also recall the muddy places, the muddy surroundings. Even just a little rain comes, the places are so muddy, so maputik, and people are, well, it is because people around are fetching their waters in a nearby well, because seldom in our neighbors owned and was faucets. That's why people are using wooden slippers or bakya instead of using plastic chinelas. Then, As I recall, is
About,
there any other question?
yes, sir. About 10 years ago.
10 years ago, I might say, I still recall, well, there's a little bit changes, progress in our community. The government installed each house a water connection and from Manila water, and this finally made our streets dry and comfortable, especially when our government built a concrete and a cemented roads.
Oh, okay, sir. What is the different from today's settings?
Well, if we talk about today's settings, I might say it is comfortable in terms of transportation. Water comes to our house freely flow without any hard effort. But in spite of this, people in our locality, as I observed, begin to multiply easily. Why? People engage in rent a house, and early marriages occurred nowadays. The bad effects that garbage and waste you can see around, well, it is because maybe people have no discipline about that.
Okay, sir. Then we should take a break. Okay?
Girlfriend mo na ba ako? Ayoko nga. Di pa ako ready. Ha? Demanding ang mga girlfriend. Gusto ganito, gusto ganyan. Ewan, gusto ko lang naman ng McDo fries eh. Talaga?
McDonald's Everyday McSavers. 25 pesos lang.
Paramedica, may emergency. Kaso masakit ulo mo. Atras ka. O piloto ka, may flight ka. Pero nagka-headache ka. Atras ka. Kung malaki nakasalalay sa'yo at ikay nagka-headache, mag-Biogesic. Dito ka doble sigurado. Effective na, safe pa. Kaya nga #1 brand ang Biogesic. Prescribe pa ng mga doktor sa milyon-milyon Pilipino. Biogesic. Ingat! 20 pesos mo.
Morning, sir. Pabiling mirror.
For 20 pesos, mag-new Selecto Cornetto White Chocolate ka na. Sarap ng creamy white chocolate. Nasa ice cream na. May white chocolate pa. New Cornetto White Chocolate. Sarap ng 20.
And then we're back. Let's continue interviewing Mr. Rodolfo de la Peña.
And I'm back again.
Sir, what are the causes change observed in the ecosystem?
Well, without question, I might say that it causes the close of our drainage, and as you've seen in the TV and heard over the radio, the rampant of floods everywhere. That's all.
What does the local government or barangay council and the people they nearby do to address the bad effects of this change?
Yeah. As a member of this barangay, I know our local government conduct multiple meetings and seminars about its barangay, telling our people the bad effect which happening in our surroundings today.
How do they encourage the local to protect the ecosystem in their community?
Well, lots of encouragement made. The city government of Malabon implements the anti-littering law, and it says how to observe cleanliness in our community. It is with the support of our LGUs, our local government units, and other different organizations.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you for giving me your time and giving us information about Barangay Baritan. Back to you, Julius.
Salamat, Ted. Samantala, patuloy pa rin tayong kumukuha ng mga mahalagang detalye hinggil sa kalagayan ng kapaligiran sa Barangay Baritan. Heto si Karen Davila upang punan ng panayam ang isa sa kagawaran ng barangay. Karen?
Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. Ako si Karen ako sa Baritan, Malabon. Kung saan kakapanayamin ko ang isa sa kagawaran ng Baritan. Good morning, sir. Can I have your permission to conduct an interview about ecosystem?
Opo, kayo po'y malugod namin tinatanggap. Ako po si Ginoong Resty Santos at naninirahan dito sa Barangay Baritan simula pa po noong ako ay panganak.
Well, sir, thank you.
Kasalukuyan, ako po'y naglilingkod bilang isang barangay kagawan. Okay.
Well, sir, thank you for your permission. My first question is, what is the condition of the place 20 years ago? Then, 10 years ago?
This place is so remote, and when rain comes, the streets becomes muddy, wet, and sometimes floody some 20 years ago. Then, 10 years after, some of these side alleys had improvement. That is because of our barangay official who performed the upgrading of various streets.
What is the difference from today's setting?
Yes, there is because of at present all the side streets and alleys as well as the main roads are already upgraded.
What causes the changes observed in the ecosystem?
The causes are the systems implemented by the barangay officials in solid waste segregation scheme that has been regularly done by the barangay constituent.
We will come back shortly after a break.
Sabi ni Nay, may pupuntahan kami. Sabi ko, saan po? Sabi niya lang, basta. Di ko malilimutan yung araw na yun na lalong lumiwanag sa aming bayan.
Oh, you could just pretend you and me sitting on a tree. Kissing.
Yummy chocolate sauce. Nutty chocolate disc.
Hey, daydreamer.
New Cornetto disc.
And now we will continue the interview with Mr. Santos. What does the local government or barangay council and the people nearby do to address the bad effects of these changes?
Continuously implementing measures and guidelines regarding solid waste management.
How do they encourage the locals to protect the ecosystem in their community?
By
Were there
giving-
projects or campaigns supporting this idea?
By giving flyers and seminars and encouraging residents to participate in this way of conserving our ecosystem.
Well, sir, thank you for giving me your time telling about the ecosystem in Barangay Baritan. Back to you, Julius.
Muli, ako po si Julius Babaw.
Ako si Ted Bailon.
At ako naman po, si Karen David.
At dito nagtatapos ang
TV Patrol!